Hey, this is John Zombro with The Lifetime Athlete, and you are awesome. Thanks for being with me today, and I hope you're indeed having a fantastic one. Today's video is going to touch on a masterclass topic, and that is foot speed. And we're going to go over a few simple tips that can help you to improve your athletic performance in any sport, and particularly if you're a runner, to run faster without having to increase your fitness level significantly. In prior masterclasses, we've gone over some of the basic aspects of foot function. One of the most important things to grasp is the concept of the claw to paw to claw relationship, as I like to present that. So when we strike the ground or make initial contact, the foot lands in a supinated or claw-like position and then rapidly pronates or converts into a paw to allow us to adapt to our support surface. Then prior to toeing off, the foot will resupinate into a claw to give us that strong, rigid lever with which to push off the ground. This is the basic foundation of excellent foot performance in everything we do, from walking to jumping to sprinting to running and jogging. Mechanics are really the thing to emphasize here, because we're trying to focus upon making this conversion as mechanically efficient as possible, and that helps our body to be economical with gait and to transfer force into the ground and back into our running leg most effectively. One of the challenges is that many runners and many other athletes will emphasize their metabolics in training, but they'll do this before they've maximized the mechanical properties within their leg. And so what you'll notice is that every elite athlete will be getting all they can out of their mechanics first before they max out their metabolic function. Where this all comes into play is with ground contact time. And so in other words, that's the amount of time that the foot is on the ground with each strike. And studies have shown that elite level sprinters will be from 0.08 seconds to 0.12 seconds, so that's 8 to 12 100ths of a second that their foot is on the ground. And then when we look at recreational runners, we may see them being somewhere near, give or take, 0.3 seconds or 0.3 of a second that they are on the ground with each strike. Most runners will run near, or it's ideal that they run near 180 strikes per minute. And where all of this comes together is in this concept of stiffness. In fact, stiffness is the key. And what I mean by that is, if we can create a stiff, appropriately stiff foot and lower leg, we can use the skeleton to deliver force to the ground. We can harness the strength of our muscles to isometrically fixate that limb, and we can use our tendons to transfer energy very effectively. So that's what the best runners are doing when they have this decreased ground contact time, and that's what most of us can benefit from enhancing. So I did a little bit of quick math, and I wanted to give you a simple example. If we have a 5K runner who is running the 5K in 22 minutes, just an arbitrary figure we've come up with, and you do the math and you say, well, okay, so for every minute we have 180 strikes. Well, if we can decrease that runner's ground contact time by 2 100ths of a second, 0.02, for each step, he or she will run 30 seconds faster for the 5K with no change in fitness or conditioning level. I think that's astounding. But then when you go to the example of the marathon, and again, we're being arbitrary, but if we have a 4-hour marathoner, they can decrease their time almost 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 48 seconds. And so that's a significant change in time, simply by harnessing the the claw to paw relationship the way the foot is designed to do. So one might be asking, well, how is this accomplished? How do I decrease my ground contact time at the very same time that I improve my foot and lower limb stiffness to transfer force? Now, let's keep in mind, I'm not saying stiffness as far as a lack of mobility, but to be able to turn on that rigidity when it's most valuable and indicated. There are tons of exercises that we can do in the gym, and they may involve double and single leg jumping and hopping and box jumps and depth jumps. However, it's very difficult to duplicate the speed of fast running and to get the low ground contact times that we need. So this particular aspect of conditioning is best enhanced by simply running. And how I like to do it is I like to go out, take my athletes out, or do so myself on grass, on a smooth grass field, and just do a small amount every few days, probably running a distance of 30 or 40 yards, and just working on having light, quick foot strikes. Running at different speeds, but you don't have to sprint maximally just yet to start to ingrain and entrain this feature in the body. Now, after I've accommodated that over a few weeks or had athletes do that, then we'll start to increase the volume, and we may have them doing 5 to 10 times 100 yards, just again, concentrating on stepping up and over and quickly contacting the ground and getting off the ground. And once that's done, I like to move folks onto the track because the track is a safe, smooth, level surface, but it's a bit firmer and it is more conducive to fast running. What you're looking for when you're practicing your decreased ground contact time and stiffer foot-ankle complex is a snappy, poppy sensation. And so this will bring you back to the old cereal commercial, snap, crackle, pop. Well, we want the snap and the pop, but we don't want the crackle. So when your foot hits the ground, it's snapping down there and you're popping off quickly. And that is a wonderful thing to accomplish. Sometimes I'll also give my athletes other cues, like you want to be hippity hoppity, pippity poppity. Doesn't really matter. It's whatever helps you to practice that. And then once you've done enough workouts like this, you'll start to be able to apply that to most of your general running or other athletic training. And those structures in the leg, the ankle, and the foot will become stronger and able to rapidly and effectively get stiff and help you to transfer force and ultimately go faster. So I hope you enjoyed this brief video, and if you'd like more information about this topic, check out the masterclass at thelifetimeathlete.com. And until next time, this is Coach JZ signing off from the Lifetime Athlete, where you can achieve peak performance at any age and become hard to kill.